Hi, my name is Dave Sankey. I'm making a little video here about the UCertify digital tools. There are other digital tools on the list and all that information. If you search Google for CAPE funding, that list is available there. It's not updated right now, though. All right, I'd show you where that is, but that should be coming soon. So, for the ICT tests, there's 10 different tests here, and I'm just going to take you through this pretty quickly. So I log in on the website. It's just ucertify.com. If you Google UCertify, that'll get you here. So you log in, and I always have the kids log in with their school board Google. If they log in with anything else, I don't let them do anything. Just with their school board Google. That way it's one less password for me to manage. And I do the same thing with my account. I'm already logged into Google on this computer. Whoops, it's not going to do it automatically. So sometimes it'll automatically log you into an account, which is generally fine unless the kids, that one day they go to take the certification test, they're on that certification computer, and it logs them into somewhere else. That's bad. So let's not do that. Once the kids are in and they have their code, they go to my library. And by default, there's 10 different things here, and there's just one additional thing here. But there's 10 different tests that come with the license. So the license per student is $10 for a year, and that will cover all 10 tests, whatever they want to do. I'm trying to think whether I'm going to put this on YouTube, so I don't know whether I should show you any of these because it'll be on you, but I'll just make it unlisted. So just don't share this with anybody. So for computing essentials, just to give you an idea what it looks like, let's just open it up, and I think that'll show you how a student will see it. So when a student comes in, they will see their practice tests here, and they will see the certificate here. So most of the time when they're on the website, they're going to do the practice tests. And there are 3 practice tests they can do. I call them A, B, and C, a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. There's also a test prep thing here. I discourage them from doing that. I just want them to do A, B, and C. I can get a download of their scores, but when they could even show me it here because it's really easy to see their highest score for each. So I'm looking for 80%, let's say, for them to get a passing score. I mean, you can nothing's really set in stone, but I'd like to see at least 80% there. I'll tell them 80s with 190. Because really, if they know what they're doing, they should be able to get a 90 on the beginner test. So, yeah, I'm actually not going to go into theirs, just because if you click on that, and then you click on the test, that'll take you into it. All the questions are multiple choice questions. Some of them have an image there that goes with it, but they're all kind of straightforward. It's not like the Microsoft test where there's like tasks they have to do within a program. Everything is in the browser, and so they just do everything in the browser and they go through the questions. Once the test is over, they can review all their questions and see which ones they got wrong, and it'll tell them why they got them wrong and what the right answers were. And then when they redo the test, it's like a pretty big test bank, so they'll come up with different questions the next time. I think it'll let them do it a max of 15 times per test, but again, if they do any test more than 2 or 3 times, they might not know what they're doing. So that's basically what the website looks like. And then once they're ready to actually earn their certificate, again, a couple 80s and a 90, you go to the certificate, and this will need to be proctored by someone other than you, and you'll click the proctor login there, and my amazing proctor is also our site tech, Mr. Swall. He handles all this for me, and much appreciated. So for this one, I believe it's a 73% they need to get the pass. Some of them are as low as 60%. It varies from test to test, and you can get that information when you get with the sales rep to get it on. They'll share all that with you. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. I have it in a spreadsheet somewhere. So that's what the website looks like. That's how the kids get around. Like I said, let me go back to my library. So there are 10 different courses here. Computing Essentials is very straightforward. There's a word processing, spreadsheet, and database, and presentation. So the multimedia will be that presentation one. So this is actually something, if you do the Microsoft test, but you have a kid that just can't get through the Certiport exams, you could have them do the digital tools certification for each one. The tests are easier, and they are not as much pressure. Like, they're not going to count for school grade or anything like that. So it's just a better experience for the kids overall, I think. So yeah, I think that's it. Just want to give you an idea what the website looks like and how they go through. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Oh, and you don't you don't have to do anything special. Normally, when you do a CAPE course in middle school or high school, you have to work with the CTE department. You have to pass the test before you can teach the class. You have to get the class registered through CTE. There's just a number of steps and things you have to jump through to get that done. For digital tools certifications, you could be teaching a semester course. You could decide at the beginning of January, when you have those kids left for 2 weeks, yeah, I'll try some digital tools and just put the kids in it and see how they do. And you could just do it that way. It's almost a little too loosey-goosey. You don't need to pass the test ahead of time. You don't have to register the course. Just at the end of the year, you will work with the CTE department to do the reporting. It's going to go through your bookkeeper, but they'll give you the stuff that you need to give to them. So it's very open-ended as to starting it whatever and doing whatever with it. That will probably change at some point as soon as the money starts flowing out at a certain amount. But for now, we're good to go. So that's a little introduction for you, and thanks. Whoops.